Oh hello, my name is Mike Royal and I've been a professional picture framer for over 20 years. A few years ago I wrote this pricing program which is available in imperial and metric measurements and for both PCs and for Macs. Today I'd like to give you a short demonstration just how simple and versatile the program is. Let's start first of all with a new record. As you'll see, image size comes up. Now the one I'm using today is in inches, it's an imperial, so let's just put in an example record, let's say 15 inches by 12. Now, we need to move on to the choice of mounts. There are many different types of mounts that your customer can choose from, and let's today just keep it simple and let's just say a double mount. Now as soon as I click that, you'll see a new screen opens up where I need information about this new job. Now let's just put in Alpine White, bottle green, and the overlap size, let's just say 1/4 of an inch. We now go across to the right hand side where we need to put in the size of the mount, and let's just put in a couple of inches. Now you'll see here that with my program, whatever I put in at the top, if I click on the left and the right, the same figure comes in as well. The bottom mount, which of course should always be a little bit bigger, will need to be put in manually. We'll now move on to the frame. Obviously the correct word for this is the moulding, but as this program's been written to be used in front of the customer, I've called it frame rather than moulding because customers don't often know what the word moulding means. In here you'll have a list of your moulding numbers, and if we just drop down on one of them, let's say that one there, and what will happen, it will give it a group number here, and basically the higher the group number, the more expensive the frame will be, or the moulding will be. We'll now move on to the types of glass. Now your customer again will have a choice of different types of glass. Here I've got mine to default to ordinary because that's what the majority of people have, and the same will apply to backboard, that defaults to yes, and assembly, that defaults to yes as well. So before we click on price, it's not a bad idea to click on summary, and this will give you a very brief summary of what your customer's chosen. Now obviously if you've made a mistake with your data input here, well this is where it will show up, and you may have got the wrong mount colour or something like that, or they may have actually wanted non-reflective glass. This is where you've got the opportunity to change it if need be. So you can see that once you're happy with that, what you'll then need to do is to click price, and this will give you the price for the job as a customer's requested. Now if your customer isn't happy with that price, maybe it's too high or too low, they could go in and they can change it to something a little cheaper, so let's say ordinary glass rather than non-reflective, and they might even decide to have a single mount rather than double, in which case clicking on there will remove the double, and that obviously will reflect itself in the price as well. Now once your customer's happy with the price, you'll then need to put into your computer details of the customer and of course the picture or the job that you're doing. I've tried to make the entire program as user friendly with as many drop down or pull down menus as I possibly can. Here for example you've got all your towns and villages in your locality, and just to make it very easy and very simple for you, so that to minimize the amount of typing that's going to be required. For your regular customers, I've also introduced a little sort of system here where by simply asking for their telephone number, and I got one here 414909, and clicking on the question mark will bring across their information from one of their previous jobs that they brought in, leaving you with simply having to type in some description of the picture, the print, or the watercolor, or whatever it is. So as you can see, it's quite quick, it's quite versatile, very easy to use. It will pick up other things such as oils, tap tapestries, cross stitches, embroideries, dry mounting, barrier paper, block mounting, mount decor, whether you want mount lines or wash lines. Now all of these extras default to no anyway, so for example you don't have to click dry mount and put no. It defaults to no anyway, so it doesn't charge for any dry mounting. Only if you clicked on yes would it have increased the price to reflect the dry mounting. If we click on summary, you'll see that dry mounting is now appearing there. So like I say, it's a very versatile, very easy and very simple system to use. The only thing that will be left for you to do now will be to print out a job sheet. This will be for your workshop, of course, and by clicking on this button down here, what you will get is, if I just bring it up here, you'll bring up a job sheet of Mrs. Sellers and what she's chosen, mount colours, type of glass and things like that. You'll print that off and that will be your record for your workshop. So let's just return back to customer details screen. So as you can see, it's a very quick, very easy method of calculating the price. It can be adjusted and modified to suit any business, whichever part of the country you live in. If you want some more information, by all means give me a call and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Anyway, thank you for looking, and no doubt I'll hear from you soon. Goodbye.